one moment.
Again, you feel like you're tightening, and the angry cleric over here starts waving his fingers like ah. And Brave, you can hear like, "Damn you, Grunge! Don't fail me! For your glory, do not fail me!" Okay, this guy is going to try to stabilize Kicks.
I mean, if Kicks rolled one more successful, he'd be stabilized anyway.
But he doesn't know that.
Yep, I'm stable.
Yep. So, what?
And
your D4?
Yeah, and the priestess.
2.
Ooh.
So she failed.
Well, priestess. No, that 2.
Oh, sorry, I heard 2.
Yeah, I thought the 2 was mine, but no.
So,
oh God, if the 2 was ours, we'd be in trouble.
Well, no, he's already 3 successes in. He just will wake up now in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And a priestess has saved twice, so one more, and she'll wake up in a number of hours as well.
So, Gar, you see the priest like shaking angrily, finger in your direction, saying something orcish that you have no idea.
Yeah, it's fine. I'll firebolt him again.
Okay.
And miss. I'm done.
Yes.
Not a lot of investment when you know these people are just going to be back in 30 seconds after you knock them out.
Wraith,
yes.
You're still praying, so you're basically going to do that. The orcs are fighting. Let me do a round of hits. Hold on here.
I'll be right back then. I'm going to use the restroom.
Okay. 3. Yeah, one of these guys is going to go down. This guy basically disappears. And the orc steps up over him. And here you hear the infernal sound of the clacking of the thing. Okay, let's roll for her. And she's stable. And the guard is going to move forward. Guard.
Oh, is it back to me?
Yes.
Oh, right, because he's going to wake up in 2 hours.
Yeah.
Well, firebolt again.
Let me see that. Let me see if that's a hit. Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah, well, I'm done.
Okay, now Wraith finishes the incantation that he was going through, and then like a wind, like you hear like a roar in from the skies, and then a wind sort of sweeps down through the bridge, and all these figures disappear. The elves, the barricade, the orcs. One of the elves turns to Braith and you, Guard, which are the only ones that are standing, salutes you, sort of kind of bows to you, and then he just disappears into the wind. That was the end of that.
Braith was praying to Tiamat this whole time.
Wait, what?
Like I said, you finish in your third round. You finish your prayer, and basically all the figures started disappearing. Like almost, you heard like you heard a thunderclap, split open the air, even though it's sunny. There's no clouds, and then like a warm wind just rushed down the bridge, and all the figures, including both the elves and the orcs, just sort of disappear. And the barricade disappears, and everything else disappears, like they were never there.
And then Gar and Kicks disappear. And it
And
turns out
Braith, make a saving throw for exhaustion.
we were ghosts the whole time. Remember, you had advantage.
Yeah,
Exhaustion would be
Constitution save.
Constitution, okay. 22.
Yeah, you feel a bit tired, but normally something like this, you get the feeling that you channeled power in a way that you never channeled before.
Like a warlock.
This was not the work of a pact with a demon, Master Gar.
And she's gonna wake up in 3 hours
I mean,
unless
surely
you,
it could have
you
been.
heal them.
I'm probably exhausted, but I go over to how to heal them. What do I do?
Literally,
You can't. You
Well,
can't.
you can.
You
If
have
he-
no spells.
Oh, does he not have any spells?
Nope.
Okay, well, never mind. You can't. Well, technically, you could take some of the shit that Kix is carrying on his body and use it to do that.
Yeah, you can do that. Yeah.
I used all my spells for that prayer. Interesting.
Right. Kix is carrying what? Like
It's
two
less that you
more-
use the spells. It's more that your mind is still filled with these sort of thoughts and ideas, which you cannot comprehend.
Fair enough. Okay.
So you try to concentrate. It's like try to do the prayers. Like, gibberish comes out of your mouth that just completely understood.
So nothing changes then.
I'm probably incredibly shaken then by all of this.
Yeah.
But if you grab the box on Kix's body, the box has that mush, that shitty mush. You just shove it in his mouth and he'll heal from 0, which will wake him up. Same thing for the priestess.
Well, you don't even have to have a meet him. You can actually, touch their wounds with it to salve as well as.
Well,
that.
yeah, but shoving it in her mouth is probably more fun.
I will take the honey, the goop that he's talking about. I'm giving
Oh, it's not honey.
whatever it is. I'm giving the dose to Lady Sabaton.
Mhm.
Yeah, fuck Kix.
Sorry,
And
I'm
that's
sorry.
going to be the last dose of that then.
Well, Kix still has potions, doesn't he?
Oh, I thought we had 2 doses.
Kix
Right,
ate
I
one.
just used one in the fight.
Oh, oh shit.
Well,
okay.
Kix has potions, doesn't he?
These are group potions. We only have 1 potion of superior healing right now, and that's it.
Well, neither of us are alchemists. Shove that shit down his throat.
I give the last of it to Lady Sabaton because she's the one that.
We do
Well,
have
no,
a
I'm not
watered-down
talking.
troll's
You
blood
used
potion.
I'm saying you used the mush on Lady Sabaton. I'm saying that there's still the potion you can use on Kix.
You have two. You have 2 left. If you use one on each, you consume both.
Well, no,
I
Kix used
already
one of
used
them
one.
in the middle of the fight. I'm saying you still have 1 mush, and Kix has a potion. The potion and the mush are not the same thing. Stop thinking that they're the same thing.
They're not because
I know. I
you
just
never-
said they're not. I told you.
you
to
had
stop
you
thinking
had three versions. You use one in the fight, so you have 2 left.
I already
Would you-
used one previously on another session.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
We're,
Yeah,
we
we're,
were
we're out
already
of
down
it.
to 2.
We're out of it now that he's used the last one on Lady Sabaton, and I'm
Oh.
saying that he can take Kix's potion out and pour the potion down Kix's throat, and have Kix just be up now.
It
No,
would
she
probably
can't-
be
she
a
can't-
waste
she-
of a potion.
She can heal you, so yeah, she's gonna cast a 1st level spell to heal you.
Ah, damn it.
No.
Robert's
no
hesitance is
No,
disallowing me from using up all the party's resources.
more so logic, sir.
It's not logic. Also,
Yeah, it is.
don't call me sir out of character. What are you, a knight?
Yes.
I don't call you Sir Robert.
I get called sir all the friggin' time. It's not even funny.
I'd call you sir if we were in polite company.
So that's
we're
9
not.
more. So that's 28.
Well, I mean, are
Anyway.
we in a long rest yet for you to use
Short
hit
rest.
dice?
Where you're gonna rest.
Oh, right, that's right. Long rest is
Wraith
all-
probably should rest for a moment.
Right, back up a bit, just set up a brief little camp.
Okay.
So we're spending an hour here.
Yeah, that sounds right. 12, 13.
It's a party like this that someone should have rolled a warlock.
Yeah, I keep thinking that.
Well, because the problem is that if you roll a warlock, you really need a party that takes lots of 1-hour rests.
I actually almost made a warlock, but I decided with the cleric instead.
Oh, I was doing the coffee lock in our last D&D group. The one where you just take, you never sleep, and you just get infinite spell slots. Oh, the warlock sorcerer or the coffee lock.
It's the thing, like, I figured, let me do the warlock, because that's, like, the one class that is unique to this system, but from what I understand, it's not that good.
Oh, I love the video, all about the whole background of a warlock, just so they could get Eldritch Blast, and then the video ends with a 5-second snippet. Oh yeah, it's the same amount of damage that a crossbow does. Just a normal crossbow. All this shit that you're investing into one cantrip, a crossbow does. Like, okay.
So after night, basically this was in the afternoon, and night falls. Are you going to rest? Oh, you have to, I guess.
Well, we've
Do a
just
long
spent an
rest.
hour resting.
Yeah. Are you gonna press on?
I
Or are
would
you gonna
suggest,
press on the through the night?
my suggestion is we cross the bridge at least to the other side and then camp
Okay.
somewhere over there.
Well, I mean, we're intimately familiar with this side of the bridge. If we just want to spend another 8 hours here, we can get those hit dice back on you people, and then we can continue from there as if nothing had happened.
Right, we're gonna have to rest anyway if it's already night, so...
Well, we don't have to. I'm just saying that it is already night, and I am already in my pajamas.
But I do agree, like, getting across the bridge, going ahead and setting up camp there, just in case this happens again.
Well, if it happens again, we'll just pray to God. Otherwise, the other side of the bridge is unknown territory, whereas this side of the bridge is known territory. Let's camp in the area we know, not the area we don't know. I mean, other than the fact that we know at some point in the past orcs were living on the other side of the bridge.
Since the event, do
Mhm.
I feel anything different about it? Like, do I feel a closer connection to Cord or anything like that?
You feel confused. Like it happened, you know it happened, but it doesn't feel real to you. It's like that worked, but it shouldn't have worked. But it worked because your deity decided it worked, but you have no idea how it worked or anything like that. So it's just the. It might take you a while to sort of regain your full senses.
In my head, we were blessed for honoring this battle and participating in it. Like, that's the first inclination that I was thinking.
I mean, Cord is a god of battle and strength and testing oneself.
Perhaps this was a test. I guess I'll have to think on it for the next couple of days.
How about this exciting little revelation? Korra didn't save you from a year in purgatory. Did you never pray for him in purgatory?
Well, we came along.
Yeah, after a year.
He is the god of heroes, and I suppose if there's anyone for him to sponsor, then yours truly would make sense.
I don't even know how to respond to that. That's narcissism of a different level. I'm doing reverse narcissism right now. I'll get to you later. You prayed and your god helped you in this matter, but your god left you in a toilet for a year. So either you didn't pray for him for a year, or he didn't respond to your prayers.
The gods work different ways with how we communicate with them.
Yeah, that is something that people do say when their gods
Cord,
abandon them.
Cord himself is one that often focuses on the thick of battle, the heat of the moment, the passions that you feel on the field. Perhaps the fact that the energy here was funneling into that would give him more power over this domain.
So you're saying you are more likely to die in a small town brothel.
We are all likely to die everywhere, Master Gar. For all we know, you could pass away in your sleep.
Is that a threat?
Just an observation.
No, it's highly unlikely. Additionally, you're saying that your god won't save you from trivial matters, like choking on a loaf of bread or a venereal disease. Certainly
I
didn't
don't
help you
know.
from being trapped in an alternate dimension.
I don't know, Gar. You only drink water. Are you actually okay? Are you going to survive very long like that?
What are you talking about? I find food for us every time we travel.
But every time you're in town, I only see you drinking water.
Of course, I'm not going to die in a small town brothel.
That's what a lot of people seem to say sometimes.
Yeah, well, I only drink the water.
Oh dear.
Heated water, too, so I know nothing survives.
What I'm saying is, Gar, you could stand to live a little. Maybe
I've
put a little more
lived.
energy into things.
I've lived a lot. What are you talking about?
Well, you didn't even cast a spell back there.
I cast multiple spells.
I saw you do the little thing that I see kids do when they start learning
I'm
magic. Where's
sorry.
the big stuff, Gar?
How many balls of fire have you thrown around today? I didn't see you throw a single one.
I was going to.
Uh huh.
Well, where's yours?
I threw multiple. I hit
He
that guy
did.
5 times. I took one
And,
guy
and
out.
it only hit one person? That's not what I've heard mages can do.
I hit 2 people. What are you talking about?
Well, not at the same time. Where's the explosion? Where's the fireworks? The presentation?
As
The
this
wizards are powerful.
I don't
as
feel
this,
like I'm obligated.
as this conversation continues, I just go back to my
I
own
mean,
contemplative thinking.
It,
Mhm.
why don't you feel obligated? You're here, you're doing work, we were in trouble, but that's not enough.
I feel it odd that you're questioning me about my obligation as a member of this party while I'm trying to question him about his metaphysical obligations towards God.
Well, maybe it's a little bit of giving him a bit of a break.
From what? I'm merely asking him questions of belief.
You guys have rested after a significant amount of discussion, and you pick up in the morning. So you cross the river. So now you're, depending where you go, you can go actually this hex or this hex, depending on which one you want to go.
Right.
The whole plan was, so we crossed this river here. The whole plan was to start looking in this area here.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I think the guidance we got was further southwest.
All right,
So
let's
go
do
ahead,
it.
roll your numbers.
Let's see some numbers. Here is an investigation attempt.
I guess I will assist you then.
Yep, that'll give me a 15.
Yeah. It takes you a while. So about mid morning, you encounter an unusual mist for early spring.
Oh dear.
But it dissipates very quickly, right? And in the mist, you find the ruins of a temple.
Hey! Well, this must be the place.
Must be the money.
Hey, a master sword.
All right.
Hmm.
Look out for fairies and boys in tunics.
Well, no, the fairies heal you.
That's true. Yeah. Look out for Koroks because they're useless.
So let me teleport you to the place they're in. You are here. Well, now you should be bigger, though. I mean, to resize you.
I mean, that's what I'm paying money for the pills for.
Oh.
Oh.
Didn't.
Feel like I'm bigger than Kicks all of a sudden.
You are.
Yeah, Yep.
Now you're smaller.
But not by much.
Well, we're all guys here. It really matters.
No, it really doesn't.
And she's with you, and you can see the temple before you. It's an open area, pavilion, right? And then you hear a sudden roar, and literally branches coalesce in front of you, and you see this beast up here. Let me.
Oh, we're not wasting any time tonight.
Was it one of the butterflies?
No.
One of the moths.
Yes, giant moth.
I don't know, about the same size as me, apparently, right now. I'm...
Your owl is bigger.
I don't know, I think I'm the same size as the owl, in fact. No, I'm slightly bigger than the owl. Slightly.
And yet, aren't you like 6 feet tall or something?
Yep. My token is a
Holy-
weird token.
Oof, that is not what we want to be 20 feet away from.
That's a bear.
See the bear. A bear.
The bears.
Apparently,
And too bad they're not fighting the Lions.
Sports jokes. I don't get them.
Actually,
And
this is
yet you
really.
pointed it out. It was a sports joke.
Well, I know Da Bears because I've watched Saturday Night Live in the 90s.
Anyone else here from the 90s? Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe if you do.
The 90s, the decade where we were in prosperity but too naive about all the BS going on.
No comment.
Oh dear, did I go too dark there?
Well, not too dark. There's
Let,
just
let me let me reset. Let me
two
reset
real
for a second.
political comments could be made.
Yeah, too real.
My apologies.
I could be here for hours on that one.
I'm sure. That's actually something I would love to see. I would, you know how like all those like YouTube people like they do all these like you remember all this stuff from then because that's the
Oh,
whole
yeah.
thing, right?
Well, Pepperidge Farm remembers.
Exactly. But now I want to see it like perspective of it, like the things we've learned in the past 20 years. Why are the 90s the way they were, that type of stuff. So like let's take like
That seems like
I don't
something
know.
for VH1 to handle.
Yeah, well, maybe. But like I was thinking more so like I don't know, take Family Matters. That's like a 90s show, right?
Hey,
Yeah.
initiative.
Yeah,
So
like
everybody roll initiative for me. Sorry about that.
It's all good.
oh. I rolled okay.
I just want to see the movie about between Die Hard 2 and Family Matters.
Because of Reginald Vell Johnson.
Yeah. I want to see what happens between him assisting in the airport scenario to him raising a family in Chicago. I don't remember where Family Matters takes place.
That's close enough.
Yeah, Family Matters in Chicago. Yeah.
He gets reassigned obviously because the stress of the job is getting to him.
Well, also he shot a kid.
Yeah, but we don't talk about that.
Well, he does.
Yeah,
He
there's
talks
some deep
about
TV lore right there.
He talks about it in the very first episode of the very first movie.
Yeah, I was gonna if you talk about it in the first episode of Family Matters, damn.
Well, yeah, technically they're not the same character, but I mean, they're
I
so
know.
the same character.
It's so ironic. Like he's known for playing two cops, and that's it.
Gosh, now I'm just imagining that being like a totally canon way to start off a sitcom. It's like, this is a family-friendly sitcom. I felt his life bleeding through my hands. He died in my arms.
Well, think about it now. That series doesn't have to end with the whole Urkel scenario. Urkel can make a time machine so that he can go back and save the kid from himself.
Maybe
Oh
he
right,
did.
Urkel's all powerful. I keep forgetting that.
Yeah, so the powerful Urkel, or vice versa, Urkel in his Stefan Urkel form can want to rob a skyscraper of its millions, and they have to bring in Bruce Willis to stop him.
So, if we were to analyze the actual Family Matters, how do you think it would go? Like, is the show actually saying something, or is it just, hey, look at this, look at Steve Urkel and how funny and wacky he is?
Sorry, one last note before we go into series. You remember there's a kid in Family Matters that goes missing. What if that's the kid that Reginald Vell Johnson shot?
Oh yeah, that's right. That was
There's a kid and an aunt that both get replaced. Or
Oh no,
go
the aunt
missing.
doesn't get replaced. She just leaves the show.
Right. Well, we know that he has a history of shooting people by mistake.
Anyway,
The family knows about it.
Let's get started. The bear appears, and it does actually. Again, you start seeing fog start spreading across. So this fog is going to grow to 60 feet radius.
That's pretty big.
Um,
Oh, radius. Oh gosh, yeah, it's double that.
Double this, centered on the bear.
the fog, I'm assuming, gives it concealment.
Yeah.
This is what you're looking for in size here.
Yeah, bigger still.
Yeah, Master
The
Gar.
whole map is going to be nothing but fog.
Master Gar, can you blow away fog?
No,
Dang.
bigger.
Egger.
Just make it like half the map.
Well, it only is 10 feet wide. Well, 20 feet wider.
That.
Bigger.
Yeah.
More power.
Unlimited power.
Bigger.
Yeah.
Now we're talking.
120 feet.
That,
Good enough.
Could be slightly smaller, but
Yeah.
A little more to the left. Yeah.
So I'm going to
Now-
put it in the GM layer. I know where it is so that we can actually move our card, because otherwise we're not going to actually see anything.
I mean, you can move it to the map layer and we would still see it.
Yeah, but I would not be able to see what's moving in the...
Oh, you're saying you have... Okay. I don't know. I don't know where you put your tokens when you're doing stuff.
There, yeah, there you go.
Mhm.
So the bear... so that the bear's roars and this... If you're in the area, you can't see anything unless you have a way of dispelling the mist. That happened at 20. So at 17, Kicks, what are you gonna do?
Okay. I was hoping we could get an eye on the area and form up some kind of plan, but I guess we're here in bear territory. I could just try moving deeper into it, but I mean, unless I just straight up bump into the bear. I mean, because he's only this far away. I
Yeah.
assume like I saw the shape of the bear beforehand, right?
Yeah, you can try to. I mean, what's gonna happen if you bump into him? What's gonna happen is you're still gonna have this advantage attack, right? So, it's
Okay.
there, but right? Remember,
that's where I
combatants are
told
moved.
you. It's a trick. I've deceived you. I'm not making an attack. I'm forcing him to make a save for 4 damage.
Okay.
Fire breath. Why are you so underwhelming all the time?
I'll make the deck save.
I'd love to see a number
He
above
could actually
average.
make it.
He takes 2.
2 points of damage.
Maybe some of the fog burns, but 2 damage.
Just to clarify before we get into this, is our priest with us?
Yes,
Okay.
she's hanging back. In fact, she kneels and starts praying. So she's doing something. So what it
Alright.
is, you have no idea. Wraith, you're up.
So we cannot see the bear.
No. You can guesstimate where it was based on memory, but that's about it. Even if you bump directly into the bear, the fog is going to make it because remember, in this game, it's assumed that people are moving around and dodging and attacking, and they're not standing there like...
Now, Braith can't see forward, but can you see back?
Yes, he can. He can see outside of the area of the... he can see you, he can see the owls, he can see the priestess.
Right, but only because he's on the edge, right?
Exactly. Once he gets in...
Well, I think that because there's no sight attached to this, I can still cast this and hit Kicks, right?
Yeah. You just choose. It doesn't say visual. It would say if you have to see them, it would say...
Yeah, that's why.
within visual, yeah.
That's why I asked before, because I had a couple that were about visual that I'm avoiding now. All right, so I cast Bane on the 3 of us, myself,
You mean
Kicks,
Bless.
and I'm sorry.
mean
Excuse me,
Bless.
Bless. Thank you.
You want to
I
cast
can't-
Bane on us.
No, I can't cast.
Turning on
Bane
us already.
I can't cast Bane on you, Bane. Anyway,
Well, I haven't called that in 8 years.
I know. I don't know you by any other name.
Oh, no other name would be half as sweet.
It's like that, Ractus, Theta, Brands, it's like tons of names. I don't even know your real name. That's the scary part. Bless, 30-foot range, so Kicks, myself, and Gar, each now have that D4 on any sort of roll.
Okay.
And I will stay in I want to stay in the edge of the fog. I'm assuming the fog is magical or religious in nature. Is it possible to do a check on that?
Well, it suddenly appeared out of nowhere, so yes, it seems to be magical of some sort.
So I guess an Arcana?
Yes.
Well, I tried. I don't know nothing. Okay, I'm done.
Okay. Gar.
Remind me, why are we here again?
To cleanse this area and to restore it to the worship of
So we're not here to retrieve
El-
anything.
Elona. No.
Awesome.
Okay.
I'm gonna cast a spell. Mirror image. And then I will enter the fray. And the owl, I guess, is going to fly forwards. Ooh, 52 feet. Encounter the bear. Provide the aid action to give advantage, which will negate the disadvantage, just to make it
The problem is the owl can't see the bear.
Right, that's why it flew forwards in a straight line, and it hit the bear. And
yeah, but I would assume that if the owl can't see it, and by the way, Rectus, you still what is it? No, you still see it. Never mind. I thought you still covered the camera since it's frozen in my second screen. If the owl can't see it, it can't give you advantage.
that doesn't matter. No, it's the owl not being able to see the bear doesn't really matter. It's the bear reacting to the owl is the. Imagine having a wasp flying around your head, right? Even if the wasp is blind, you're still distracted with the wasp. It's that interaction between things which is causing the aid action.
Okay.
So the owl doesn't know that the bear is there until it flies into it, performs the aid action, and then that's a flyby attack, and then will reverse course by 8 feet.
Okay. Well, the owl. Let me see how many people had to do this because this just got interesting. Too little.
Oh no,
The
the bear
bear.
has a breath weapon.
Yeah, the bear roars.
What the?
It's a 30-foot cone. Let's see if this reach. It doesn't reach Wraith, but it does reach Gar. So let me expand. I guess the owl won't have to make a saving throw. So this is what happens. Battle roar.
Where did you get those templates?
They're here. They're free templates. They're
nice.
plenty.
Oh, nice.
So
Oh, that's an attack, not a saving throw? That's interesting.
no, that should be a saving. Yeah, it's an attack. Actually, it is an attack. And what is it? No, it shouldn't be an attack.
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I'm about to say, it definitely doesn't sound
Yeah.
like it's an attack roll.
Yeah, it's Ghostbear emits a roar that shakes all enemies within range of for 2d6 plus 1 psychic damage. All enemies within 15 all enemies within 30 feet of the Ghostbear must make a charisma saving throw or suffer the damage for half if they make a saving throw.
There we go.
Oh,
and
the owl didn't even make a thing then because the owl was dead in one hit.
Yeah, and be frightened. So those were not. The DC for this is DC 12. So,
I make it.
We don't
But
know how
Gar did.
charismatic I am. No, Gar did. What are you talking about?
Oh, okay.
No, I rolled the owls and then realized the owl only has 1 hit point. It doesn't matter. It saves successfully. It's dead too.
Yep, utility owl is gone.
Everybody
I'll just move it
gets.
back
Everybody
here.
who made the saving throw has 4 points of damage, psychic damage.
Okay.
And that's the action of the bear for now. Who's next? By the way, it doesn't seem to the bear that it. Well, I'll say kicks. You're up.
Okay. Well, I'm here, and I'm just going to go ahead and just sort of shift around the bear, because, I mean, at least I'm already here. I have advantage to strike it, so I'm going to go ahead and try to do Distracting Strike.
No, you have a normal attack.
Yeah, I have a normal attack out of that. So
27
27.
will hit.
That is going to be 9 plus 7. That is 16 damage.
Yeah.
I am going to follow this up with Action Surge and do it again. This time as another normal strike because I have advantage on it now. 24.
The damage, the advantages doesn't stack, by the way.
Right. I mean, that only applied to one attack, and now I have advantage for this attack because of the previous attacks. Trust me, I'm following it.
No, that's not how it works. Either you have advantage or disadvantage. One disadvantage cancels all advantages.
Yeah, I know. What I'm saying is that the owls one went by on the first one. On the second one, I have advantage because I'm giving it to myself because of Distracting Strike's ability. And then I'm going to give that to someone else now because I've hit again with Distracting Strike.
We had a discussion about this before, that it has to be an ally, and you don't count as an ally on that. We said before.
Yes, you do count as your own ally.
Oh, did you? I thought we said it didn't matter. It doesn't matter anyway. You rolled a 24 natural, so
Yeah.
All right, and so that means the second hit is going to be 8 points of damage.
Okay. Wraith.
I will move in then, and we will smacky. If I can find him. Or is that too far?
Well, you move 36 feet, but whatever.
Yeah.
There's a
move up to here. If
you got to measure it out when we're not on a hex grid.
Oh, I didn't realize that we were short on that. I'm sorry.
Well, these hexes are also weird. If you notice, they're taller than they are
wide.
Yeah.
It's just mapping pains.
Well, I've been experimenting anyway. All right. Am I close enough to hit or no?
No.
Okay. Well, I will move in then, and then I will do something else. Actually, no. I am close enough to hit. I will shout. I will attempt a guiding bolt.
Okay.
22.
That's a miss.
Oh, wow.
Because you got 10. Remember, you don't see the target.
Can't see the mountain of a bear 2 feet in front of you?
I guess not.
It's the fog. The fog is obscuring the bear.
You did have advantage.
Yeah.
So that would have been a 22 then, yeah.
Well, he wouldn't have advantage. He'd have a normal hit, which
yeah, normal hits instead of disadvantage is what I'm saying. Yeah.
Okay, so then you hit.
Yeah, important things to note.
Roll damage.
Okay. Just standard level 1, but 21. Oh, wow. 21 radiant damage. And I gotta use this more often then. Damn.
46 is dangerous.
And now, thanks to the mystic, now, where is it? On a hit, the target takes that, and the next attack, the roll made against the target, before the end of the next turn has advantage, thanks to the dim light glittering on the target until then.
Yeah, the this way didn't last long.
We actually hit.
Yeah. And the bear collapses and starts shrinking. It was a huge bear, like almost the size of much larger than a horse. It's size huge. As it shrinks, you see basically a bloodied human being in rags, nearly naked in rags, with a broken what looks like a staff, and it's just sort of collapsed and it's just bleeding out. As the light of your spell sort of passes away, and he's burnt and slashed, and he just dies.
Oh, no chance to attempt to heal?
No, because the transformation would the transformation kills him. The priestess, she gets she's praying for a little while longer. Finishes her prayers, goes to the old man and says, and asks Wraith, would you assist me in burying this poor soul?
Of course. I nod to her.
And you take them outside the limits of the temple, and they bury him there. She doesn't do any prayers.
That's surprising.
Roll a religion check for me to see why she doesn't do that.
Only a 10.
I mean, I'm trained in religion. I'll make that check.
You can make a check, yeah.
You're probably better at it than me because of all your stats.
Well, I'm intelligent, and religion is an intelligence-based stat.
Yeah. Gar, you know that Ilona and Obadhai they're not diametrically opposed in terms of enlightenment, but their view of nature is at odds, right? So probably she doesn't want to do a prayer to her goddess. She can't make a prayer to his god because her goddess would be offended, and she doesn't want to make a prayer to her goddess because she wants to respect the beliefs of this individual, even though the two deities are at odds.
Sorry, who's he?
The victim, the person that they buried.
How do we
The
know what
dead-
his religion is?
She apparently, you know that he has a broken symbol had around his neck. Let me show you a picture of.
Right. When we first heard the story, it was a druid of Obadhai who tried to take over the temple.
You remember,
Yeah.
I also had to ask, why are we here? So, no,
Mhm.
I don't remember that at all.
Let me.
I thought we were here to retrieve something.
No. Well, you're there to cleanse the temple. The look of the symbol of Obahai is like the green man.
Mhm.
It's like a face of a human being, but covered in leaves and the like.
Yeah, I remember that guy. Killed a lot of people in a different game.
And
Only if you go
Yes.
in his mouth.
No, he flayed people alive in a jail cell. You weren't there.
No, I guess not.
and so she doesn't touch the holy symbol like that. She just buries him with him, and that's also the reason why she asked that he be buried outside of the confines of the temple.
You have to. The temple is just a bunch of stonework overgrown by grass. You couldn't bury anybody here without breaking stone.
There's some areas which
Now, if you see right here, stone. It's all stone. It's all overgrown with like patches of grass, but it's all stone underneath.
Right. Even without like the religious element here, the practicality of it is low because if this does become an active temple again, it probably isn't great to have a dead body buried underneath it if they ever do anything to it.
she moves over here and she pulls this sword right here. When she pulls it out,
King of
it's-
England.
no, it's just it clearly is not a sword in the sense of a weapon. It is an item crafted in the shape of a sword, and the blade is glass.
Is that a flute?
No,
In
Or
the
Ocarina. Ocarina.
no. In the distance, I hear a da-da-da-da. I'm sorry, I had to. Anyway, go on.
and she pulls the blade out. She anoints it with with holy water, etc. It's not hard to pull out the blade. As I said, the blade is securely fastened, but it's not like she had to do any strength checks. It's the rock was assigned to take on the blade, right? And she cleans it. She cleans around the base of the temple, and then she puts back the sword in. And you hear like a distant whining, and
Oh, Vanya.
and the sound of hooves. That's almost like a horse is galloping away. You hear in the distance, and she smiles. It's like, the lady be praised.
Yeah. Princess Eldridge is a man.
And
It's called Chic, as I believe. I recall.
Spoilers. No. Anyway.
says we could rest here. under the protection of the goddess, if you wish,
It's
And then-
cleansed. It should be safe.
and returns to
I'm
Narwhal
fine with it.
in the morning. So
Right.
much wasted.
So what will you do now that it's cleansed?
I'm sure it will attract acolytes and will be restored and used.
Mhm.
But it is not for me to decide that. It's for the goddess to show others the way. I've done my part.
I see. Well, we know the trail back. It shouldn't be too hard to get back to town in just a couple of days.
So we go back.
Mhm.
Back again. That's true what they say about solo monsters in 5th edition. They don't last long. It's okay. It happens.
I mean, he didn't get 2 rounds.
I'm having flashbacks to the video I posted earlier, just like the CR in 5th edition.
I didn't watch
Uh,
that, but I saw that. Like, is it they're just arguing that CR is useless or something?
It's always been useless.
Well, I mean, you either have like, all right, so we like threw the 3 goblins at them and they all died. That was much of a challenge because they destroyed with a single spell. Or it's like, well, it says the gold dragon wormling is only CR2, but it destroys everyone in a single round. And then this happens.
I mean, you
So it's like it's hard to gauge based off of that number alone.
don't people like make their own monsters, or does everybody just follow like the book stuff and what they suggest for it?
I mean, people
Even
that
in-
make their
A
own
lot.
monsters tend to also just base them off of the stats of old monsters.
That's
Mhm.
true. That's true. I don't know. It's just like in my years of GMing, I've found like different ways to like use the book sometimes, but like also go off it.
Yeah.
Like like find different things to do. Like, all right, CR for this battle is only 3 goblins. That's silly because we know they can wipe the floor with it. Any competent party can do that. So maybe double it to 6 and then throw in a bugbear.
Just give all your wizards the sleep spell.
Well, no, not even that. Like, like make it like 6 goblins, 1 bugbear. That's scaled down to like a level 1 party. And if you have a party of 5 people going up against those odds, it's a more challenging but not unfair
You
fight.
just gotta teach your players to run away, and if they never learn that lesson, well,
Oh,
find
how
more
My
players.
commentary is that it is difficult at best
Oh
to
no,
judge a battle.
there are ways to teach players to run away. It depends on how you do it.
Anywho, so you're there. Are you gonna go back? What are you gonna do?
Well, we do need to bring her back, and we can't just leave her out here in the middle of the woods. So that seems like the next thing to do.
Okay.
So let's see. We can end up kind of doing 2 hexes a day, so we can end up here and then back in Narwhal in 2 days.
Sounds about right.
30 hours, we could be knee deep in snow.
No, because it's spring already.
No, the ruins are all snowed in, remember?
Oh,
Which ones?
It was a snowy map, is what he's saying.
Ah, okay.
Well, that's what it was. It was just complete snow.
Mhm.
It was snowy before we even got to that map. Which
I
just means
assume-
that's the southern hemisphere or something. I don't know.
I assume we don't really run into anything else while we're out here.
Did you put,
Did I put what?
not you, battle?
Oh.
Is that just a pin that says battle?
Yep, that was the bridge, I believe.
Okay, I was just noticing that there wasn't any like red pins along our way, and I just realized.
Yeah, one is for battle, which is the bridge, and the other one is sacred shrine, which is for the temple.
Right.
I'm assuming the red pin only goes there if there's nothing in the space.
Right.
Okay, just
Mhm.
checking.
I just didn't see the battle pin, so I was confused for a moment.
It's a bit smaller than usual.
Well, I just wasn't even thinking about it. I was only looking for red pins.
Hey, do you want to take a longer route and check out like one of those hexes in the forest, or do you want to just go straight back?
Kix will sort of shrug. I have sort of other plans I kind of think we want to do, but Kix just sort of shrugs. We're just out here right now.
Lady Sabaton, and we're escorting her back. Yes or no?
That was the idea.
Then I would probably not say that at all. Never mind. Let us escort her back to safety
Well,
first.
she gotta go back to her European tour schedule.
Oh, that's actually one more than I thought.
They
Okay.
gotta release Carolus Rex too.
I don't know. I'm really just only a fan of Last Stand.
Maybe do an entire album about World War II now.
Is that what you want to do, though, Braith? Do you want to go ahead and journey through the woods?
We will do it another day, I'm sure.
Okay.
I mean, it's only a 1 day journey back to Norwell.
I guess if we
2 days.
spent the whole day walking, yeah.
Well, yeah, it's 25 hours. It's literally just a forced march back to Norwell.
Yeah, but you will
Right.
have to make yours.
Yeah, but if we split it up 2 and 3 and we end up in Narwhal, then it's all fine.
So you're gonna make a forced march, or you're gonna split it up?
The last bit would be a force march on the second day for moving the third hex.
Okay.
So like when we're here and we move here to here.
Okay. You come in.
Well, that would be
kinda
25
tired.
hours, yeah, where we're at.
Yeah, you come pretty tired because of the last forced march. But overall, since you are in Narwhal, you come in and the lady thanks you for your service. She says that she doesn't have anything to give you right now, but she will try to come with something of value in the near future to talk, to recompense you for what you've done for her, which is a great deal.
Right. Happy to have assisted.
And that she clearly, and if you ever find yourself in need, the Temple of Alona is open to you. Her services, she'll do the best she can. As you're walking by town, probably going to the gateway, a young man that you recognize, which is the assistant to none other than the Lady Jana Sadrian, comes in and basically hails Kix like, Master Kix.
Oh, well, good to see you again.
The lady, she says that she has a message for you, for all of you.
Oh, well, read it out.
Well, she said that.
She wants us to come see her then.
Yes.
Yes.
I apologize.
Slightly different.
Yes. Please follow me.
Okay.
And
we'll
she do.
go.
And she's waiting in her shop, and she has tea and warm water for you waiting. And she seems troubled.
Is everything all right?
Well, my father sent the results of his analysis, study of the embryo that you delivered. He has most troubling news. It seems that they were trying to create an even more aggressive, more destructive version of a wyvern. One that could perhaps spit fire or acid upon its enemies.
A terrifying proposition.
Is such an abomination actually possible?
Apparently so, yes. And she looks at Kix for a moment, but she said it averts her eyes. Like, powerful magics can be used to alter it. All living things. Sometimes by divine will, but often by the meddling of wizards.
Right. And it would seem then...
Abominations have been born before of this and created great trouble for all of us. Everywhere.
Well, it seems they already have access to this sort of magic, our goblin friends. In which case, I suppose they'll continue to try doing this wherever they could happen to find a target for it.
they find more of these eggs, or they're looking for other powerful creatures to enhance, well, we could be in real trouble, depending on how long it would take them to grow them to maturity, or even if they can control them. In fact,
Right.
the worst case scenario would be that they cannot control them and they escape into the wild and reproduce.
And that wouldn't be good for anyone, I think.
No, it would not.
Either way, we are facing a possible danger. I already sent a message to the Shire Reef, just in case, but I don't think there's anything we can do about it unless we find the source of this.
I suppose we could always defeat every single seemingly powerful creature out there until there are absolutely none left that they could use it on, but that doesn't sound like the wisest use of all time.
You know, a thought occurs to me.
Yeah.
Why is he called the Shire Reeve? Are we in a Shire right now?
It's called the Reeve is a Shire because he controls the area, and they include the village of Narwhal, which is considered a Shire, yes.
Is it a Shire? Okay. Sorry, that's my thought.
The southern farms usually are designated as Shires under the Treaty of Greyhawk.
Well, I thought we were a village, so I thought he'd be a village Reeve.
It's a village in the Shire.
Exactly.
Right.
It's like a county, I guess.
Yeah, it's like a county.